Alright guys, so today we are going to be testing out stain removers, and we're going to see which ones are the best. So, I got shirts, we just need to make some stains, so that we have stains to remove. So, I have, the way this is going to work, I have 5 different stain removers. I only have 4 shirts on this table because the table is only so big. I have 5 stain removers. I'm going to have 6 different stains on each shirt. Each stain remover gets its own shirt, and we'll see how it handles all the different stains that we're going to put on them. That's going to be one test, and then we're going to compare all of those stain removers to another shirt that I am just simply going to pre-soak in detergent to see how well that works. And then we have another thing that we'll test, but we'll get to that in a minute. We need to make some stains. So I have 6 common, common household things that would stain your clothes. 1, ketchup. Alright, that'll make a pretty nice stain. Right along with that, we got mustard. And right after that, we have chocolate syrup. Alright. What was that? So now we have our 3 sauce side. So now we're going to move on to our liquid side. And first thing we're going to do is red Kool-Aid, which I was probably more excited than I should have been whenever I found out that they even still sell these things. Tastes just like 1997. Alright. And then next on the list, we have coffee. And then last but not least, we have, it's a red wine, but it's a Merlot. Whatever that means. Okay, this is gonna be, I need a better way to pour this. Okay. Okay, works for me. Alright, so we're going to let these sit for 24 hours, let these stains get baked into the shirts, and then we're going to wash them. Alright guys, so before we go any farther, this video is sponsored by Factor. A little warning, if your cooking skills are like mine, this is the one for you. Factory is a food delivery service that delivers fresh, never frozen meals straight to your door. And all of the Factor meals are curated by a team of culinary experts, and they only use the freshest ingredients in all the Factor meals. And all of the Factor meals are free of hormones, antibiotics, refined sugar, and GMOs. So the way that the meal plans work is that you can get from between 4 and 18 meals per week depending on your specific needs. And you can easily add meals, you can take meals away, you can do whatever you need to fit your specific needs. And if you need to, you can even skip a week. And now my favorite part, and the part that I love the most about these type of meals, is that they are easy to cook. You just take them out of the cardboard sleeve, put them in the microwave for 2 minutes, and then bam, you're done. Peel the plastic off and eat it. It's simple, it's easy. I love that. And for me, in my everyday life, that is about as good as it gets. Just as anything that I can just walk to the fridge, pull it out, put it in the microwave, it's done. That's absolutely perfect for me, and I'm sure it's perfect for a lot of you. And it doesn't even stop there. You can also amp up your order with things with add-ons like proteins, juices, energy bites, desserts, smoothies. They have a nice, I think, strawberry banana and some tropical fruit. These things are delicious. So if you're interested, you can go to go.factor75.com/TylerTube120. Use code TylerTube120 at checkout, and you will get $120 off. Again, that is go.factor75.com/TylerTube120. Use code TylerTube120 at checkout. Get $120 off, or you can just click the link in the description. All right, so that other thing that I said we were going to test is this. This is supposedly a stain-resistant shirt. So I guess rather than a stain remover, you can just have a shirt that just doesn't get stains. I took this thing out of the package, and I'm slightly concerned now because nowhere, not even on the tag, not on this tag, I can't find where it claims to be stain resistant anywhere. It was just in like the heading of the Amazon ad. So we might have been bamboozled. And this might not be stain resistant at all. On the Amazon listing, it showed like ketchup and stuff, and it showed it just like running off as if it's like just like repels all stains or something. I guess we'll see. Let's get some ketchup. Oh, wait a minute. We might be onto something. I don't think so. I don't think that's any different than just like a regular shirt. We might have been bamboozled here. Let's treat it like all the other ones. We'll put the ketchup on there. We'll let it sit for 24 hours. That chocolate sauce does not look like it. Oh, maybe we are onto something. Because it's not really sticking. Wow, okay. Alright, maybe we are onto something. Let's see about this Kool-Aid. Oh, alright. So it's got like some type of like waterproofing or something. So we'll let that sit there anyway. Maybe like over time it'll, like throughout the 24 hours, maybe it'll like eventually soak into it. See if we can keep all of these in their respective places. Where's our wine at? I'm curious if maybe the alcohol will like do something to that coating over time. I don't know, let it soak into the fabric or something. Alright, so we're gonna leave all this just like this. We'll be back in 24 hours. Alright, it has been more than 24 hours. Wow. This coffee looks like it's like dried. The wine, nothing really looks like it's soaked in, although the wine, it might have soaked in a little bit. Let's see if we can. Oh. Alright, so after sitting there, we definitely got some stains. Coffee. Okay. The Kool-Aid did not really seem to leave much or do much of anything. Nice. Let's try to wipe off this chocolate syrup. Oh man, this stuff is thick. Alright, that stuff is dried up like tar. This mustard seems like you can literally just peel this mustard off. Wow. You don't have to wipe it off at all. It left a slight stain, but I mean that might just come right out with just being washed. The ketchup, honestly, the ketchup's almost the same. It almost turned into like a... No, it's still a little sticky. Oh, we're kind of making a mess now. I'm just going to use one of these blank credit cards that you guys loved from the last video. Alright, it seems pretty good. Alright, so we'll wash this and we'll see if these stains come out. Alright, so our first stain remover that we're going to be using is Zout Advanced Set-In Stain Gel. And I think it has a scrubber too. So it says that we are supposed to squeeze the gel onto the stain and then use this these brushes and like scrub it in and then let it sit 1 to 5 minutes, at least 1 to 5 minutes, and then just wash it like normal. Let's start with the liquids first. Alright, so I'm going to squeeze out a pretty healthy amount. Nice little coffee stain here. This it smells like just like detergent. It doesn't say how long to scrub. Yeah, it just says use brush to rub gel into fabric. I really have a feeling, I don't think this stuff is going to do a whole lot. I just feel like if it, I don't know, I feel like it would be doing more. Maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about, but I don't think this is going to do a whole lot. All the ketchup, you can see it's kind of starting to like break it down. I think this actually might work. Yeah, I think that's gonna work, honestly. Now on this dried up mustard, I don't know about all that. It kind of seems like it's just like spreading it around. All right, I guess we'll move on to the chocolate syrup. Oh, this is a sticky mess. Although it seems like it's like really breaking it up. All right, I guess we'll see how it does. All right, next we have Zout, which I'm assuming is just like a off-brand shout. It says it's a triple enzyme formula, and then it has a letter 3, laundry stain remover. Is that the triple enzymes, laundry stain remover? Just says to spray the stain, let sit 1 to 5 minutes. It also says rub in. I don't know what it wants you to rub it in with. I guess we'll figure something out. So let's just cover each one of the stains. This has the same smell. It honestly just kind of smells like laundry detergent. Oh, we got like some bubbly action going on. I don't know what it means by rub in. Like should we be doing this? Like trying to do one of these numbers? Make sure it's soaked in there. Well, that seemed to just kind of spread it around. I think the goal is to just kind of make sure that it's in there. Guess we'll let it sit 1 to 5 minutes. Alright, next up we have OxiClean Max Force. This one has pretty much the same instructions. It just says to spray directly onto the stain until it's saturated. Instead of 1 to 5 minutes, it says let it stand for 5 minutes or up to a week, depending on the severity of the stain. And it doesn't say to rub it in or nothing, and it just says, which all of these say this, they say to wash the fabrics into the warmest water the fabric will accept. Whatever that means. I assume that means the warmest that it'll accept without shrinking, I would assume. So, alright, I guess that's it. We're not supposed to do nothing else. We're just gonna let it soak. Alright, next up we have Natural Stain Remover by Piracy. It is a plant-powered, it says plant-powered performance, free and clear. This product contains 99.96 Piracy. Oh, it has a whole laundry list of ingredients that do not sound natural, but what do I know? I just make YouTube videos. It says for normal stains, spray the affected area, wait at least 15 minutes, launder normally or rinse thoroughly. For tough stains, spray the affected area and agitate with a soft brush or by rubbing the fabric together. Wait at least 8 hours. The longer, the better. And it says just wash normally. I guess we'll see how this stuff does. If it shows some type of promise, maybe we'll redo the test again and wait 8 hours. This bottle sucks. This is horrible. That is kind of odd that it turned that from purple to blue. I don't think any of the other ones did that. Man, this bottle sucks. And it does say to agitate with a soft brush. So, we're just going to use the brush from this bottle. We're just going to be careful not to squeeze anything out of it. We'll gently agitate. And yes, I did wash the brushes off of this bottle under the sink, so there's no cross-contamination. Alright, that should be enough. The rest of them say all to wait at least 5 minutes. These are all, I mean, I'm filming all of this, so all of these are going to be sitting for at least 15-20 minutes before they get washed. But I think I might let this one sit for maybe 30 minutes, since this one does recommend to sit longer. Alright, last but not least, we have Grandma's Secret Spot Remover. It's a laundry spray. It says it's any kind of stain. Directions similar to all the other ones. Spray it on there, wait 5 to 10 minutes, and wash. Jeez, this sprayer is forceful. Oh, maybe we need this. I think it has different settings. Not really. This has a good sprayer. This is nice. Alright, it says to work it in there. Alright, and last but not least, we have the one that we will be pre-soaking. I'm just going to pre-soak it. Come on, man. No courtesy around here. Anyway, I'm just gonna be pre-soaking it in just regular Gain detergent. I'm gonna put it in a bucket with some water. I'm gonna let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes and wash it just like all the other ones. And we'll check them all out and we'll see what happens. All right, so the results are in. You should be very impressed. I was impressed. So we're gonna start off with the Shout. That was the first one. You're gonna see a very, very similar pattern, and it's probably gonna be kind of shocking. So, we look at Shout. All of these, completely gone. Even the red wine, can't even tell it was ever there. Red wine's supposed to be, you know, one of the hardest stains to get rid of. Got rid of it like it wasn't there. Mustard stain, still here. Chocolate syrup is still, it's very faint, but it is definitely still there. Decent, pretty decent job, you know? Not bad. So the next one that we did is we'll call it the cousin of Shout. It was Zout. So Zout actually did better than Shout, and it completely got rid of everything except for the mustard stain. Even the chocolate syrup, gone. Everything else is gone, but still, that mustard stain is still there. And that's going to be, I think we're going to see that be a recurring theme. I think next we did OxyClean, and OxyClean is essentially the same story as the other ones. We still have that mustard stain, but as far as everything else goes, everything else is gone. I can see, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can see where the red wine was. I can see just the slightest little tint of something, but other than that, everything is gone, and it did a pretty good job. I believe next we did the all-natural, natural stain remover, plant-powered performance. I mean, it did great. The mustard stain is still there, of course, but everything else, again, where the red wine was, I can kind of see a slight little, like, tint there, but other than that, everything is fine. And it looks great. Next, we have Grandma's Secret. Is that what it was? Yeah, Grandma's Secret Spot Remover. Of course, mustard's still here. Everything else is gone. The chocolate syrup, you can kind of see a little bit where the chocolate syrup was, but everything else is gone. And just like everything else, it did a pretty good job. Now, here's where things get interesting. These are all, you know, these special cleaners that are all meant to purposely remove spots and stains, and they're all purpose-built to remove stains, right? This is the one that all we simply did was just pre-soak it in just regular detergent for 20 minutes. And you can see it looks even better than some of the other ones. It's, of course, the mustard stain is still here. It removed some of the stuff better than, I would say it worked better than Grandma's. The natural, it's probably about even with. The OxyClean, it removed the wine stain better. The Zout is probably even with. And then with Shout, it definitely removed the chocolate stain better. And that's all of that. It's just, it did all of that just from a pre-soak. That was it. And the only thing it couldn't get out was the mustard stain. So, after all of this, it kind of begs the question, what's the purpose of these things, of these stain removers? Is it worth it to spend all this extra money on a purpose-built stain remover whenever simply just pre-soaking is going to get you essentially the same results? At least across like these, what I would call, you know, common stains. I would have to assume that there's some stains that one of these stain removers would work better than a pre-soak. I mean, I would have thought that one of those things would have been like red wine, red Kool-Aid. Some of these stains that are supposed to be like super difficult to remove, I would have thought that would have been the difference that we would have seen. The pre-soak wouldn't have got it, but then these things that are supposed to be like, whatever they say, advanced formula and extra powered and all this other stuff could have got out. I'm really impressed. And like I said, it really makes it look like these stain removers really don't have much of a purpose, since the exact same thing can be achieved with just a pre-soak. I think the message here is don't waste your money. Just do a little pre-soak if you have a stain. I would love to see in the comments for you guys to put what stains you think these stain removers would remove better than a pre-soak. And then maybe we'll try it again or something if you guys are interested. And then last but not least, we have our not stain proof, our stain resistant, I think is what it's called, shirt. So, from our stain resistant shirt, it looks great. There's no stains. There's a piece of paper or something there. There is, on this side, the slightest little bit of, from the red wine. But other than that, it's perfectly clean. And honestly, I think that you could probably get that out with just a little pre-soak, to be honest. All right, so that is gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If there's anything else that you guys want to see me test, leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.